Hey y'all, welcome back. I know some of y'all are so excited for today's video. I'm going to show you my Halloween home tour, but stay tuned until the end because I think I found the best ever pumpkin dessert. Y'all are going to love it, so stay to the end. So up on our little hood, I just decided to hang this little trick or treat banner. Normally I like to just hang a wreath up there, but to be a little bit different, decided to put that. And we still need to finish up. We have some caulking to do because I know y'all will notice some stuff. So that's what that is. But I just couldn't wait any longer to decorate in here and just show you guys what I've done. So back here behind the stove, I just found this little Home Sweet Haunted Home sign. I got it at Ross this year. And I just kind of layered it with a little cutting board and this little pumpkin plate that I always love to put out. And then I did actually decorate a little bit more than I usually do in the kitchen. I just added some little skeleton hands in with my utensils back here. And then I just layered a couple little plates beside that. And then I also found all of these cute little vintage coffee cups at Ross as well this year, and I love the vintage Halloween decorations, so I got pretty much all of them. I think there was one more, but a cute little ghost, and then a cute little black cat, and then a little Frankenstein dude. So I just got those, and then I just kind of placed them over here with my Keurig and this little sign that I always like to put out, which is Coffee House. I kind of like black, white, and orange also in the kitchen. And I kind of have a thing for coffee cups, Halloween coffee cups. I don't know. But anyway, that's that little side of the stove area. And now let's go over here. I finally found some canisters. Actually, I think I told y'all, these are the ones I've been eyeing. They're the mud pie canisters. And they're so pretty. I just love them so much. They are a little bit more expensive, a little bit more than I would normally spend on canisters. But I looked and looked and looked for months to try to find like a dupe. And I could never find anything. So I splurged and got myself those. And then I also had this little vintage spoon rest that kind of matches all those little mugs over there. And then coming on and down this way, I just added another little cutting board with a cute little white lamp I pretty much always have in here. And then this canister I found at TJ Maxx this year has some candy corn in there. I need to get some more and fill that up. And then over here in this corner, I added another little cutting board back in the corner. And I found that little sign with that beaded kind of hanger on it. I found that at Walmart this year, and I just thought it was really cute. It says October 31st. So I just kind of hung it on there, and then I put the little baby skeleton over here. I say baby because y'all might remember I had my big Mr. Skelly last year. But y'all, let me just tell y'all, I put that thing up this year. I don't know why. I have been, for one, not as much into Halloween this year. I'm like ready to decorate for Christmas, but also the life-size skeleton like this, wherever I put it downstairs, especially at night, it would like freak me out so much when I would see it. So I put Mr. Skelly in the attic this year. But anyway, so down here I just put a Cheers Witches sign. I've had this forever. Probably came from TJ Maxx. I always get questions where I found that. And then I just put a couple more of my little Halloween mugs in that little cake stand. And I'll take those out whenever I make something, but just to kind of hold its spot. So that's this little area. And then here is kind of a little overview of my kitchen. I love it. Like I said, we're still not done in here, but I'm so excited to be able to decorate at least one area with a beautiful white kitchen. So I also decorated a couple little areas in my dining room. I kind of kept my table the same as I had it for fall. We're actually having Tropical Storm Ian with us today, so hopefully this lighting is all right, but perfect day for Halloween decorations. So over here on this little bench, I just put a couple Halloween pillows, and then this little jack-o'-lantern just plugs in behind it, and I thought it was real cute, just kind of snuggled in with those pillows. And then up above, I always love to decorate this little shelf. I had this pumpkin patch sign. I'm pretty sure Hobby Lobby still has it. I got it last year. And I put a few of those candy corn trees over here beside it. And then just a couple little light up jack-o'-lanterns. I did get this one this year from TJ Maxx. Pretty sure that one came from Dollar Tree. And then, oh my gosh, y'all. Do y'all see what I see? Do y'all see what I see? Guess where I got this from? Took care of that really quick, but yes, I found this wreath this year at Ross. And I just thought it was so cute. Totally my vibe, kind of that fun Halloween vibe with all the little candy corn on there. The tiny bit of spook factor, nothing too crazy. And so I just put it on one of those little hooks on that shelf. So yeah, that's this whole little area right here. Super cute. So over here on my buffet, I really didn't do a whole lot different. Hayden actually decorated this for me. She just stuck my little witch over here in with my little wheat and my burnt chip floral arrangement. So I thought she was really cute in there, so I left her. And then to fill in this space, I just added one of those lanterns with a faux flickering candle in there. And also, I don't think I've told y'all yet, I let my kids decorate most of this year, except for the kitchen. I pretty much did that, but I told them they could do it a couple weeks ago, and y'all, I enjoyed that so much more. So this year for my front porch, all I did was add this rug. I got it, the Hey Boo one from Ross, and then just layered it with a Hobby Lobby rug. And then on my front door, y'all have seen this wreath many years. I just placed that there, and y'all, that is it for this year. I kept it super basic and super simple. So I don't think I've showed y'all yet. I've kind of been trying to decorate the foyer a little bit more. I wanted to fill in this space over here. So I added this little shelf that was in one of my kids' rooms. They didn't want it in there anymore. So I'm thinking about painting it black, but y'all let me know what you think. And then over on this side, I found this wall embellishment on clearance at Kohl's, of all places. So I thought it would look perfect in this space over here, and I love how that looks. And then I already had this half moon table, so I just brought it over here. And then the kids decorated this little space. They just added these two little black candle holders with some faux orange candles. And then they switched out my fall florals for these black roses in this little hobnail vase. And then I did place that pumpkin down there just to kind of tie it all in, but that's what this side looks like. And then, so for this shelf over here, y'all might remember this little kind of candle arrangement that I did over on the table behind me. But y'all, I love it over here so much more, because even a couple y'all I think commented and mentioned my candle kind of being not super close to my lampshade, but even for me, it was like, it was bugging me. So I like it better over here. I feel like it's, you know, much more safe, and it's still right here by the door. And then the kids also decorated this shelf. They put a little owl and a couple little Halloween people on this little shelf, and then down below just a candle. I think I already had that one back here. And then they just added this hurricane jack-o'-lantern with another faux candle inside. So here's a look when you walk in the front door. I didn't change a whole lot up over here other than what we did a few weeks back for fall. So now walking into the living room, I have my little accordion hanger that I always like to decorate with just a little witch's hat. We have a couple witch's brooms. And then this year I decided she probably needed a lantern to be able to go out and see. So we hung that there. Actually, yeah, I think I hung this there, and then Hayden put a little faux candle inside there. So super cute for when the witch is ready to head out. So coming into the living room, I hope that noise is not annoying, but that's just the little, what do you call these, little ambient videos. I love to put these on. Let me see if I can show y'all this one. I'll try to link it below if I can, but it's just like you're sitting on the front porch, you have your pumpkins, your little lanterns, a fire going. I think it's, yeah, it's raining, and it's just like a nice little ambiance to have on in the background. All right, so let's go in here and let me show y'all how I decorated this year. The first thing I want to show y'all is so cute. Oh my gosh, we love this. I saw somebody else do it. It's totally not my idea, but I thought it was so cute. I had to try it. So I've had this little cauldron forever. I think it's a candy dish, but I always used it as a candle holder. I saw somebody take a cauldron, and this is the inside of a diffuser, like the water part. And the color is not picking up on camera, but it is a bright lime green in person. So the effect is so cool. It looks just like a little cauldron. You can put water in there. I just kind of make a little hole. This is pillow stuffing on top, by the way. I don't know if I said that. But you just make a little hole in there and it steams. I probably need to put more water in it. But seriously, how cute. Perfect for tonight, for Hocus Pocus night. And then over here beside it on this chair, I just have my little Halloween pillow with lots of candies and trick-or-treat bags. Not wanting to focus for some reason, but a couple little pumpkins, just this little riser, and then one of those pumpkin waffle candles from Walmart inside of this little haunted house candle holder that I also found at Ross this year. Just really simple, but festive and cute. Y'all, I say that all the time, don't I? So over here we have our Halloween tree and our fireplace area. Again, the kids did most of this. So for the mantle, McKenna got this is like a little, it's supposed to hang from the ceiling, but we're not doing a Halloween party this year. So she just kind of draped it over and I really liked it. But then I went to Michael's and found this already decorated garland. Actually went looking for just a plain black one to decorate, but when I saw one that was already done, it just kind of made sense to get that one. So I just strung some lights through there. And then another Ross find was this Boo banner, so I hung it down below. All right, this lighting is kind of hard to do for this tree, but they did so good decorating this tree. I did not help at all. The only thing I did was make that bow on top. So it's just a black Christmas tree and it has orange lights and also some of these little jack-o'-lantern string lights on there. I made a quick little bow for it. Has my witch hat and witch feet at the top, and then all of my ornaments that we had on our big Halloween tree last year. I decided not to do that one this year, but I'll link that video in case you want to see like a tall 7-foot all out Halloween tree. It was really cute. I just didn't do it this year. And then down at the bottom, they also decorated that. They just put a few pumpkins down here. I got this tree skirt last year from Amazon that we also had on our big tree. And then just another little light up jack-o'-lantern down here. Super cute. So since filming this portion of this video, this weekend I actually went and picked up these little lanterns from Kirkland's. I've been trying to decide on what to put on either side of this mirror up here, and I really love how the lanterns kind of fill out the space a little bit. I'm also gonna hang curtains on these windows, so that will be over here as well. And then if I would have decorated after I had the lanterns up, I probably would have put some things like standing up here to kind of fill in that space even more. But I'm really not worried about going back and redecorating it. But I just wanted to show y'all those. I think they're so pretty. They have kind of like a wooden back of the sconce piece and then just a metal lantern, and then they come with the glass globes. And of course I just stuck a candle in there for now. But I think they're going to be really fun at Christmas time because I can take out the candle, even the glass part and everything, and put like a little bottle brush tree in there or all kinds of stuff, anything really, especially for Christmas. So I just wanted to pop in and show y'all that real quick. But here's a little overview of the Halloween living room, and that's going to be it. Stay tuned because let me show y'all how to make, seriously, the best fall dessert. Y'all are going to love it. So first, to a medium-sized bowl, I'm just going to crack in 3 eggs. We're also going to add some sugar to this, and I'm going to whisk that together until everything is smooth. Next to the bowl, we're going to add in 1 can of pumpkin. We're also going to add in some pumpkin pie spice, some heavy cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and a little pinch of salt. And of course, like always, I'll have the whole recipe typed out or linked down below in the description box. And we're just going to give everything a quick mix. Now to a separate bowl, we're going to add some dry oats, we're going to add some flour, some brown sugar, we're going to add some baking soda and baking powder, also a little bit more of that pumpkin pie spice, and then we're going to add some cubed butter. And then I'm just using my hands. You can use a pastry cutter if you want to, but just get in there and crumble up your butter into this mixture until it's about the size of peas. You want to have those little butter pieces all throughout your topping. And y'all, I love this dessert because instead of just having one buttery crispy layer on top, you actually put one on the bottom, and then you have your pumpkin layer in the middle. As you see, I'm just pouring that right over top, and then you go back in with another layer of that crisp. Oh my goodness, y'all, this dessert is over the top. Once I have that second layer on top, this is going to go into the oven at 375 for about 35 to 45 minutes until that middle is set. Y'all, just wait until you see how this comes out. It is so good. Y'all, this smells absolutely heavenly. It smells like Thanksgiving in here. Oh my goodness, it smells buttery. That pumpkin spice seasoning, I'm going to show y'all. It's the Simply Organic brand. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I've been using old pumpkin pie spice, but this one just smells so dang good. So if y'all see this, I'm not sure where they all sell it at. I got it at Food Line. Definitely pick this up for your fall baking coming up. Anytime that I make a crisp, I gotta serve it with some vanilla ice cream. So that's what we did. And then also I happened to find this little jar of caramel in my cabinet. It was about to expire, so I thought we cannot let that go to waste. That would be perfect on here. So that's what we did as well. We just drizzled a little bit over top, and this was seriously the most perfect fall dessert. My favorite pumpkin dessert that I've personally ever tried. Y'all are gonna love it. You will thank me later. And if you're still here watching, hit that subscribe button before you go. I post new easy recipes every single week, and I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see y'all next time in my next video. Bye y'all.